Okay, now we're good.
I'd like to call to order the Sylvania Township Board of Trustees regularly scheduled meeting for September 3rd at 4 p.m.
Call the roll. Mr. Crandall?
Here. Here.
Mr. Genoway?
Here.
Here.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Anybody have any corrections or things to the meeting minutes of August 19th?
No, I'm good. So moved?
Mr. Mahoney? Mr. Crandall?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes. Do we have any additions or deletions to the agenda this evening?
Yes, I have two items to add under Administrator. One will be discussion on what night Halloween will be, and the other will be on the Township notification alert system.
Okay. Hearing of the public?
There's none for agenda items.
No one for agenda items. Okay. Zoning Department? Did Daryl have anything this month? Yes, okay. That puts Greg up.
Good afternoon. I have a few things for discussion and to bring you up to date. First of all, the monthly report for August. As you can see, it's been a very productive month in the road department. Numerous items there. Letter B, the curb ramp. We received a call from some concerned residents, and sure enough, there were some curb ramps there that needed repaired. And I think that actually was a victim of the frost and fall cycle last winter. But I'd like to bring your attention down to letter D. The road department personnel are actively repairing the concrete approaches at Fire Station 4. In June, if we could see those pictures. Yeah, keep scrolling. I'll go back to that one. Keep scrolling. Coming up there. Yeah, right there. The one on the right-hand side with the barrels, we completed that. That was the first bay that we repaired. You can see the other areas. In fact, right in here and where this car is located, we're tearing that out as we speak. So this whole area will look brand new. Some bad base. We actually excavated down 18 inches underneath the concrete, and so this will last for quite a while. So, and Jim, if you could please scroll back up to that design print right in there, right in here, if you could blow that up. This was a drainage outlet on Blassman Road between Zone and Indian Oaks. There it is. Okay. Maybe a little difficult to...
Yeah, this system does not like pictures.
This was, and that's fine, Jim, we could just leave it right there, that's fine. This was the existing storm sewer, which actually ran under someone's house, or they built the house over the storm sewer, whichever, but the new storm sewer features this run here, and over here is the University Bike Trail. Also, the design print did not pick up this extra swale, so we incorporated this as well, and I'm proud to say that we recycled some storm sewers from another project over in Calvin, Estes, Janet, and we incorporated that over into here, so there's really no additional money cost. The second item here is, that's a force account sheet, and that's been sent to the county engineers for reimbursement. It's part of the Stormwater Utility District, again, working for us. And road department personnel are fully capable of performing these tasks. Pending your questions, I'll move on to the next item, Mr. Mayor. Recommending Resolution 14-089. This is authorization for the Township Administrator to submit an application for the next round of OPWC projects.
Offer Resolution 14-089, authorizing administrator to prepare and submit application for the OPWC.
Second. Mr. Crandall?
I have a question. Is it one application or several?
We are applying one application. We are submitting one application.
Resurfacing?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
All resurfacing, yes.
Mr. Maloney?
Yes.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
Next item, Resolution 14-090, recommending that we award the leaf pickup bid to Battanian Tree Service, and attached, probably underneath there, Jim, you could see the competitive bids. The other bids were an additional $200 an hour. So Battanian was the cheapest, lowest bid, so that's my recommendation.
I'll offer Resolution 14-090 to award bid to enter contract for 2014 leaf pickup.
Second.
Mr. Maloney?
Yes.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
Mr. Crandall?
Yes.
The last item is just a discussion. If you noticed the documents in the conference room for your signatures, we revised the 2015 OPWC application. There's no longer money available for the 10-year loan, so all of our grant money is now all grant, which actually comes out better for us. So it's just a discussion for you folks to know that.
The general pickup for the residents starts next Monday.
Correct. Yes. Yeah, and the brush pickup.
Hey Greg, what did you pay for salt this summer as opposed to what they're charging in the fall?
Bids came in, I believe at ODOT, $130 a ton. Last year, we paid $32.
I thought, was it cheaper in the summer, or did you buy some in the summer just to have?
We did not participate in the summer fill.
Got it.
Yeah, the summer fill,
Okay.
is what they call it. During that time, we were repairing the salt dome,
Got it.
and we have about 1,200 ton in our salt dome. Capacity of about 1,500.
Okay, great.
So, but we are looking at all sorts of angles.
I'm sure you are.
So just spoke with ODOT today on that.
We're going to put up the bid too.
We've sent some letters out to salt companies on our own, even without the ODOT participation.
And what did we use last winter total?
Oh, probably about 3,000 ton.
And as you probably read in the paper, that even ODOT's looking around, and it's just, nobody has 3 times the money in their budget for salt.
Spending it on water, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
15 counties in the state didn't even receive bids. So,
Well, there may be a glut of salt then.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping, but maybe misplanned. Next up is the fire department, and the chief has one resolution.
Good evening. Last week I told you about, or last meeting, excuse me, I told you about a retirement we were having. So I bring before you Resolution 14-091 for permission for me to fill that position of a firefighter paramedic due to the retirement.
I'll offer Resolution 14-091, authorized fire chief to fill vacated firefighter paramedic position due to retirement.
Second? Please.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
You have nothing else? Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Anything for the police? Do you have anything? No. Anything for... Next up is Administrator. I'll have Susan do the next two resolutions. That was interesting. I broke it.
I have two resolutions tonight. Resolution 14092 is to renew our contract with Workplace Resources. Workplace Resources is our EAP provider. This is a personal face-to-face provider, or you can go through their website and have a referral that way. They take care of not only work-related concerns, marital problems, depression, grief counseling. People normally think of it for drug and alcohol, but that's not what it's for. So this is a confidential service we offer employees. We also get 10 hours of free training from them with this cost, and we use that every year for our drug and alcohol training, so that it does not cost us to provide that as required by BWC. So I recommend entering into this contract with them at the same rate as what we've paid really the last couple of years.
I'll offer Resolution 14-092 to renew the contract with Workplace Resources.
Second?
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
The next resolution is to adopt an amendment to our longevity payments policy. We have a long-standing policy in the township on longevity payments, and when we were working with the various unions this last year, negotiating their contracts, we tried to get them to amend their language in their contract only as far as when it is paid out. Currently, we pay it out the first pay in December, and when we do that, the payroll department has to work with two different payroll years. They take January through November of one year, and then they have to go into another year to get just the December wages. So we're changing it to pay it out in January so that we can just use the previous year's W-2. It's much easier to calculate that way.
What is longevity payment? I mean, could you explain that kind of in a snapshot, I think?
It's just a typical thing in public service where you're paid for your years of service. Your
Every
loyalty.
year, or when you retire, or?
It's paid out every year. It doesn't start till after you've been with the entity for 5 years. If you can see that, you get 1% of your W-2 after 5 years. And then each year thereafter, you get an additional 0.2 until you hit the maximum of 5%. And I think the fire department has 6% as their maximum. A couple years ago, though, under the old contract, the previous union contracts, we did get a change made where now it's going to be for future employees. It's just going to be flat dollar amounts, as you can see there in that second paragraph. Rather than based upon your W-2, it will just be a flat dollar amount. So that will save the township a great deal of money.
And we've had this in place just on a different calendar year?
Yes.
What was the old calendar year? Just,
We use two. We use the January through November of one year and December of the next year.
gotcha, okay.
I'll offer Resolution 14-093 to amend the longevity payments policy.
Second?
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Thank you.
As previously stated, I have two items. The first one was talk about Halloween. As you know, Sylvania City Council changed Halloween trick-or-treat from Friday, October 31st to Thursday, October 30th. And the city of Rossford has done the same. The reason Sylvania City changed it is because the Northview-Southview game is that Friday, October 31st, and there was concern about all the people being at the game and traffic and not being home, so they changed it to the 30th. At first, I was a little dismayed that there wasn't more communication between us and the city of Sylvania, since we're as involved in Northview, Southview game as anybody in the area, but since they've already changed it, once again, it's up to the trustees, but my recommendation would be go the same as the city, because there's many intersections in neighborhoods where one side of the street you're in the city and the other side you're on, and the kids might not know the difference and, come over to the township house, which isn't, doing their trick or treat the next night. So to do conformity, I would say that I would recommend October 30th, the Thursday night from 6 to 7:30, which is the same as the city. But once again, it's up to you. The city of Sylvania and Rossford are the only two that I have seen that have changed to Thursday night. All the rest are keeping it on Friday night in the areas around here. So I'll leave it up to discussion.
Did anyone else get the letter
Yeah,
today?
the email from,
Yes, I got that too.
do we have to move on this
No.
now? I mean, because
No, we do
the
not.
email we received brought up some valid points. I mean, it is a school night and
No, this is,
things.
at this point, it's just for discussion. If you wanted to, we would easily, we have the next meeting, because this isn't until the end of October, but
Yeah,
people are interested in
Yeah,
making
oh,
plans
yeah.
and everything
Sure.
else. But it does not have to be voted on tonight. This was just to bring it up, that there is a question of when we will have Halloween.
Is there is there any additional charges within our public service departments on that evening that we would combine services that might be, if it was the same night, overtime on fire, anything
No.
like that, extra manning or extra staffing or anything like that?
No.
If we added a different night?
Not from a cost perspective, right? We
Okay.
give our community affairs officers out, I usually go out, and that's
Okay.
something that doesn't cost you.
Okay, I didn't know if we had to put any more people out on the
Right.
beat.
And once again, just since it's discussion, since it is a Northview Southwood game, there's usually lots of police and they're at the game and that, so it might stretch them thin if at the same time the game is going on, there's trick-or-treating going on, so.
That's a great night for families, that Northview Southview game, though, the tent.
Oh,
It's all the young kids and,
yeah.
Right.
I'd hate to have it that night too, but.
Right. But that's one of the reasons why
Yeah. Oh,
switching it might not be a bad idea.
Right.
Because then they can still go to the game and enjoy it
Right,
with the
yeah.
family. But once again, I'm not asking to act on it tonight unless you wanted to, but we still have plenty of time to notify the public if we do it the next meeting.
I think we've got to be in sync with the city. I mean, like John said, we've got streets that divide city and township,
Right.
and you can't have them running back and forth, but I see reasons for both, so we'll think about it and put it on the
Okay,
next agenda.
just want to bring that up. The last thing is,
Let's not drag it on.
Oh, no, yeah, yeah.
For next meeting.
Sure.
the last thing, and I couldn't tell you when it was, but it was many months ago, we authorized to sign up with the county for the township alert notification system. We've been working on that, and I'm glad to say that starting tomorrow, people can come to our website and click on a link, and I'm going to pass out what the page will look like to you. And once again, once they sign up for the township, they are automatically signed up for the county
Thank you.
alerts, like tornadoes and storms.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
But it's a simple link. Once they sign up, they will be in the system. And then our police, fire, road administration, we can put alerts out to the public through email or text. Road closed because of a fire or whatever. Greg has something for leaf pickup, dates, and that will be tested out to people. And we're going to use Mike Jones and hopefully the Blade. And the advantage to get the word out, because it's only good if the people sign up for it. And the more people sign up for it, the better, especially like the water
Sure.
crisis and that. So I'm glad that this is finally done, and I have to thank Sammy. She's done a yeoman's job on organizing this and designing the page and working with the departments on what they want to see on the page. And so I just want to thank her for doing all that. And that will be rolled out tomorrow on our website.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sammy.
Work.
And that's all I have. Fiscal officer, Dave, you have anything?
Did we have someone sign in for open discussion? Somebody? Mr. Langendorfer? Would you come up and state your name and address and what you would like to discuss?
Nothing now. I just want to be prepared to be able to discuss something that came up, so that's a reason.
Okay. Couple notes, you see it on the news all over, they're starting the Central Avenue construction down here. You know, that's gonna throw a wrench into a lot of township residents' commutes. The highways are already, I thought we were done with construction on the highways, but they seem to be ramping up again, so we're gonna be diverting to inland streets. But that's about it.
I was, speaking of construction, I was amazed going downtown today, the 475 was, I was unaware of
Yes.
what's going on there.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah.
All right, I would like to offer a motion to adjourn at 4:22.
Second.
Mr. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes. Good night, Dan.